Hello, family. Welcome to another episode of Lightworkers Anonymous. Today, we're going to talk about self worth, the way you value yourself. Um, this is an extremely important topic because the way you see yourself sets the tone for how others see you, how others treat you, rather. If you don't think highly of yourself, how do you expect other people to? If you don't treat yourself with love and respect, why would you expect somebody else to? I mean, honestly. Um, I mean, this goes to the kinds of people that you surround yourself with, um, the kinds of jobs you take. Like, how much do you think you're worth? How much money do you think you're worth? How much money do you think your time is worth? Ask yourself that. Because I know quite a few people who should be CEOs, should be business owners that are working minimum wage jobs because they feel like that's all that they can get. Because maybe they didn't go to school or, whatever. But it all stems from how you value yourself. Before, I was the same way. I knew I was a very intelligent person. I knew that I had leadership skills. I knew I had something to offer. Yet I was still accepting the bare minimum. Because even though I felt like I had what it takes to, you know, be in a leadership role, be in a leadership position, but I didn't value myself. Not the way that I should have. Not the way that I do now. I was that take what I can get type of person. Where now, I know what I have to offer. I know that I'm an asset. But I also know that the skills that I have, I don't want to waste on making somebody else's dreams come true. Making somebody else rich. I decided to invest in myself. And that's where value comes in. I valued my time, my skills, my experiences. I valued myself more than that. More than a minimum wage job. Killing myself. I also value my peace. And in valuing my peace, I started to think, some of these people that I surround myself with don't deserve my energy at all. They don't. Because what they're bringing to the table isn't even half of what I'm bringing to the table. So, I could either deal with it, suck it up, and not hurt anybody's feelings, or I can value my peace enough to cut these people off. Save my energy for something that actually matters. People who are going to appreciate what I have to offer. Not just when it's convenient for them either. You know what I mean? We call these people energy vampires. They just want you for what you have to offer. And then, they're on to the next. Those people don't really care about you. If I'm going to spend my time with somebody, or I'm going to spend my resources on somebody, I'd like for it to be appreciated and reciprocated when I need it. We all have that friend, or have had that friend or family member who always calls you when they need some advice, or when something's gone wrong and they need to vent. But when you just need to talk, they have absolutely no interest in what you have to say. And no matter how much you may love that person, you got to cut them. You got to cut them, because if they're taking more than they are giving, that's not a relationship you want to really invest in. I'm not saying don't do things for people unless they do something for you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is value yourself enough to cut people off if, they're not giving you what you need, but expecting you to be there for them. Nobody wants people like that around. I don't. And I don't know if it's this Mercury retrograde that's going on right now, or the Pisces new moon. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I'm in legit cutoff mode right now. Like, I'm just tired of it now. I'm tired of giving to people and not getting anything in return, or just getting the bare minimum just to keep me around. Like, no. I value my peace way more than that. I value my energy way more than that. And sometimes you gotta put your foot down and let people know that they can't just treat you any old way, and you're still just gonna be there, because they will continue to do that. They'll continue to do it until you put a stop to it. That's what we call boundaries, and people generally do not like them. But it's necessary. Yeah, my cutoff game right now is strong. And I don't even feel bad about it. I don't. Because I am at a point where I just want to be happy. And if you're compromising that, you're getting in the way of that, then I have no use for you. You know. And I mean, this has loving yourself is so important. Like, sometimes 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 loving yourself is the most difficult thing to do. Even like, there's people who say, don't nobody love me more than me. And it's like, really? Are you sure? Is it superficial love? Or is it real unconditional love? Because we can say we love ourselves all day long. But the second we find ourselves in a situation that you know, falls under that condition, then we start to feel badly about ourselves. That confidence starts to deplete. That self-esteem gets lower. Like, for instance, I loved myself on the surface. I loved myself as long as I had this, or as long as I felt like, I felt a certain way. Like, if I didn't have a job or I wasn't making any money, my love for myself was super low, if there at all. If I wasn't in a relationship with somebody, or had hoes, or, excuse me, I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that, but quote unquote hoes. I didn't feel that great about myself. I had to be making money. I had to be admired by people for me to feel good about myself. And that's terrible. You know, you should love yourself regardless of if you're living in a mansion or a cardboard box. And now, for me, I've done a whole lot of healing and spiritual work that I'm in a way better place now as far as self-love is concerned. Like, I think I'm a freaking amazing person regardless of how anybody else feels about me, regardless of my situation, regardless of what I have or don't have. Like, I'm a super amazing person, and I know it, and I feel it, and there's no conditions for my love for myself anymore. Like, none. And I think because of that, it's made it kind of difficult to find a romantic partner, because my standards are so high now. Like, there's no more of that take what I can get thing, that's all gone. My standards are so high now, and what I'm willing to tolerate is very little, because I know what I'm worth now. I know I value myself. I know what I have to offer. And I know what I want and what I don't want. And there's no bending at all. So, yeah, that's why I'm single right now. But I'm fine with that, because why would I want to be with somebody who I have to settle? I have to change who I am or what I want just to be with somebody. I'd rather be by myself, honestly. And that's a huge step for me. The person who found value in their relationships. So, do the necessary healing, do what you need to do to get that self-love up. Like, truly mean it when you say nobody loves me more than me. Well, I mean, besides God. I mean, I don't know what your religious beliefs are, whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, spirit, divine, nobody will love you more than source. That's a love that humans can't even comprehend. And that's a level that we should always be striving for, even though we can't really understand it. But as much as you can understand it, strive to love yourself that much, and in doing so, loving others, just, it falls in line, it just happens. Because if you can love yourself in any condition, any situation, any circumstance, you can love somebody else just the same. And that's, in my opinion, what being godlike is. And that's what we should all be striving for, in my opinion. I think we're going to end it here. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, enjoying this Mercury retrograde. It's a lot. It's some heavy energy, guys. But whatever's being brought to your attention, whatever emotions are being stirred up that you just can't shake, it's being brought up for a reason. Sit with it. Try to figure out what it's about. And heal those wounds. Get that self-love up. Alright, guys. Peace.